Okay, so try to think about how well the interview went. Once you have your results as well, I would be expecting that you take out some of the key points. Interviews are often very long, surveys have a lot of data. Take out the key points only and discuss the ones that are most pertinent to your research outcome, the ones that really help you. And then that's how you summarize it. The rest of the interview goes into your folio. Tips for young players: do not try and transcribe the entire interview. It will take forever and it's a waste of your time, and you guys are busy and got other things to do with your lives. So just take quotes of the key information, the things that you want to use. You can also, it doesn't have to be verbatim. You can summarize things. If you have a really important quote, write it out perfectly. But if you don't, then just write the gist of it. It doesn't have to be word for word, because then you can just reference it without quotation marks, and then it is just your interpretation of the data that has been conveyed. So when you're doing surveys, I'd be expecting as well that your annotations include some data analysis. So that would be things like collating quantitative questions. If you've got 50% yes, 50% no, showing that. You might chuck some graphs in. They look pretty. You might also do, depending on the type of question you have, you might start to set up things like lines of best fit, or those sorts of things that you could actually use for a proper statistical analysis. If you wanted to go really hardcore on your primary analysis, you might do things like finding mean, median, mode and comparing that between different data sets. You might actually analyze between gender. You might analyze between age groups. Look at what your question's asking you. A really sophisticated primary data analysis can absolutely set your folio on fire. If you can show that your data results in this cohort were different to this cohort, and that's really important, that's actually going to make your analysis so much more sophisticated. So I'd be analyzing across questions. What were the results for question 1, question 2, question 3? I'd be analyzing across data sets. I'd be analyzing to find out how that data meets your focus question. So there's lots of different things to do there. Remember, it has to be appropriate for you. So if your data does not have anything to do with gender in it, don't analyze across gender. That's just a waste of time. But if your data set does, then that has to be one of your critical points. So really clearly consider, what is it about the development of your research that you need to find out. When you are thinking about your interviews, definitely